Hi.
Hi, we're the Tassie Stitches.
We are. I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Alyssa, and we're coming to you from Tasmania, Australia.
We are, and today is Saturday.
The 6th of November.
Yeah,
I had to think
there you
about
go.
that.
And this is a floss tube about cross-stitch projects.
Yes. We don't really discuss life here, but we will discuss maybe a little bit of business at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So, new starts.
New
get
starts.
Jump
Yeah,
right
we
into
don't
it.
preamble.
No.
We just...
Oh, if you're new, welcome. If you're
Oh, yes.
returning, thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
It is.
We're really bad at this.
What am I doing?
New starts, because I don't have any.
I've got a few.
Yay!
I always have a few. Can't help myself. So, in no particular order,
Okay.
and this is all just what we've done since the 9th of October was our last one. So,
Yes.
yeah. So I am working slowly through the Prairie Schooler Kris Kringle chart. I have done, which ones have I done?
Little pattern.
Oh, sorry. Oops. I've done that red one with the nutcracker one. He's upside down. That one.
Cute.
I have done that red one.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done that green one. And I started the...
Blue one.
Yeah, but which one?
That one.
That one. Must be that one. Started this blue one up here. So I'm working this on 36 count antique ivory linen by Zweigart. And that's where I have gotten. He has a skirt.
A lot of Santas have skirts. It's really weird.
I was told it wasn't a skirt, but it does look
Coat.
like a skirt.
It's coat.
It is a coat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he's got little snowmen down there.
That's
So
so
this is
cute.
just with DMC. You call for DMC
Very cute.
colours. Yeah. So they are for the shop. So that's one of my shop stitching
New starts.
new starts. Are we just doing new starts?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll do bits.
Okay. So there's a story behind this. On the 16th and 17th of October,
Mm-hmm.
we were meant to be
Yes, we were.
hosting and attending a Stitches retreat in Launceston.
Yes.
And then we had a very selfish, stupid, lots of expletive, explanatory words person
Mm-hmm.
who put a damper on that, and we weren't able to attend our retreat. So that was all very depressing.
Yes.
But at the same time, in hindsight, I got a lot of stuff done.
You did, I didn't.
I had a really good rest, which was really needed. But I've got a needle going
In a random spot.
somewhere very strange. Anyway, with that, I had Nikki Noodle from FlossTube and a couple of other stitchers came into Instagram and set up a group to help cheer me up, and we decided we needed a new start, because why not? So I decided to, sorry for the glare, maybe I should take it out of the plastic. Mojo Stitches released this in August at Knitwork Expo.
And she is an Australian
Gorgeous.
designer.
She is, and she's very clever, and I just love this bird.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy bird. So I was doing it on, what am I doing? 32 count vintage country mocha. I don't know why I chose 32. I don't like stitching with 2 threads, but anyway. That's what I did. So that was my start on that, and it's so cute.
It's very cute.
Yes. Love the colours.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was that one. And I'm not sure whether I will finish it like Joanna has done here with little sections at the top and the fabric around the back. But I do like French general fabric, so maybe we will see. I'm going to put that back in there, because if I don't put it back, it's just going to end up everywhere.
Yep.
So that was new start number 2.
Yay. You start number 3.
You start number 3. I told you I had a few.
Well, you can.
This,
I really need to do some, but
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
look, I could start something new every day, but
Yeah, then I'd have even less finishes than I do now.
So this one I have been wanting to do for a few years, and when they brought the PDFs out, I was very excited about that. So this is a Prairie Moon. Thine is the Trick and the Treat. Not so much for Halloween. There's a story, but we're not really going to go into that. Anyway, I had kitted this up with...
Just the date. Let's just say the date is significant. For
The date
Halloween.
is significant for me.
It's not
Yes.
Halloween, it's
No.
just the date.
No.
We don't really do Halloween
Rebirth.
much in Australia.
It's rebirth.
It is.
That signifies rebirth. Anyway, I've re-kitted it because I originally kitted it in a lighter fabric and actually, I think that I have it here. Just to show you what my original, and I just think it's incredible how we change.
Oh, that's Nightshade.
It is.
It's the same as Fern.
So I had originally chosen this fabric, which is Nightshade from Crafty Leanie, and Silks for You PR124.
Ooh,
That was my original.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. But when I picked it up again to start,
Too pretty.
yeah, I changed my mind. So I re-kitted it with 36 count Fox and Rabbit baked clay and Silks for You. Just I had this in my stash, so 067. Ooh, there's another needle. That's exciting.
You're collecting them.
Yeah.
Don't lose them.
No,
They're very precious.
upside down. There she is. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm a bit disorganised. That is how far I have gotten on there. It's a bit hard to sort of see. That's probably better, isn't it? So that's the silk colour there. A little bit.
A little bit variegated.
Mm.
It's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the combo.
So it's coming
I
up
like
quite
this
nicely.
crazy. I'm not sure if it's a cat or a bat.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an upside down cat or an owl or whatever it is. It's pretty cute. And it took me until I finished this motif to figure out what it was.
What is it?
The key to your heart.
Oh,
It's very cool. I
okay.
was like, oh, that's what it is. You know how sometimes when you're stitching on something, you go, I don't really know what I'm stitching
Yes,
right now.
I find that a lot with long dog samplers. I'll be stitching away on something and then, oh, it's a squirrel or a dog or...
Yeah, not until you actually stitch it up and then take a look back and
Mm.
go, oh, there it is.
Or take
you
a
know,
photo.
Yeah. I think I was just kind of looking back at it one morning and went, oh, that's what it is. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this. This is a 32 count. It is very pretty.
I reckon you could do like a small long dog or a Quaker, a
Ooh,
monotone.
maybe Witching Hour, Nora Corbett's one. What do you think? Would that be too busy? Maybe. Not the silk, but
No.
the fabric itself. Might
No, I
work
don't
better.
think it would be too busy.
Well, anyway, I've kept it in there because it's like,
Have to floss toss it though, but I don't think the pat fabric would be too busy.
yeah.
You're just getting too used to stitching on plain.
I'm also very used to and prefer to stitch with one strand of thread.
I like stitching with one strand of thread, but stitching with two doesn't bother me unless it's on 14 count white Ada.
I prefer not to, but it's not that I don't. Yeah, anyway. Right, so that was
New start number 3.
number 3.
Number 4?
Yes, this one requires a picture on my phone because I I'm using the PDF for this one. So this is for Black Sampler November. Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery started a craze on Instagram and wherever. So this is Real Comfort Jane Austen design. Nice. Yeah. And this one I'm doing on 38 count filbert by Legacy Linen using Belle Soie Silk Old Crow. And that's, I can't see where I'm at. There we go.
That's pretty good.
So not a lot.
But a good start.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I did start that on the 1st of November. And I really like this fabric. The colour is really, really good. Especially for, I was going to say monogamous. Not monogamous. What is it?
Monochrome.
Monochrome. I'm a bit tired.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. We're all a bit tired.
My brain's not working very well today.
So 4 new starts for you.
4 new starts for me.
No new starts for me.
No.
So
Not one.
not one.
Oh.
Oh, I did do one, but it was my smalls for the stitching retreat. So it was a start and a finish. But I'm not going to show you that because I'm going to take it to the next stitching retreat as my small. So we're going to keep that
Good plan.
as a surprise.
Yeah.
So whips.
Mm-hmm.
Should I launch into mine now? Give you a
go
break?
for it.
Okay.
I don't have many more from that anyway.
So most of my whips I have done at least one day of stitching on this month, but you'll see what kind of. This didn't get a lot of work. Last month I had 6 days off stitching, which is very unusual for me, and I'm very behind on a lot of my expectations and goals, I guess. But here we are. This is the current Modern Folk Sal, and I'm not stitching the months, the parts as they come. I'm just going where I feel like. So the stitching that kind of happened in the last month is all down in this tree motif, and I really like how that is stitching up.
Very bright.
So yes, it's 40 stitched on 40 count flax, and I'm using Dragonfly from Cottage Garden and just a plain DMC. I think it's 3340, and yeah,
Very good.
I really, really like the way that one is stitching up. So it was meant to get about 1,000 stitches, and it's probably only had about 500.
I don't count stitches anymore.
I do. That's how I cope.
I know.
That's one of my coping. I like numbers. I'm a bookkeeper. So this is another one that I'm very behind on. I was meant to finish I haven't even finished the October section yet, and the November section has been released, but we'll keep going. So there's no Planet B in its entirety. I'm currently working up here in the tree.
Cool.
So that funny toucan looking bird, and that, I think it's a sugar glider.
Look at the sloth.
So cute. The sloth and his
cool.
little baby, her little baby.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that one is. I'll show you a picture of the most recent release. Now, some of you may or may not know, I'm not really into words. And this is where we're at. This is the new release of Planet B, so you can see it's quite clearly going to have a heading, which was a hunch that I had based on the layout for the next 2 months. I won't be stitching the heading until I see the other half of it.
There is no Planet B. There is no.
Yes, but I want to see what font it's in.
Okay.
So
Whether it's all the same.
if it's all the same, I might consider stitching it, but if it's a different font, I probably won't do that, and I'll just stitch the animals. So there'll be another incomplete month on this one, but that's just because I need to wait to see the December release. So that is stitched in all the called for, which is DMC and a toile, and it's on a piece of Bright Sky, which I dyed myself. 32 count even bead. Next one. So this is, I think
A little bit
last,
of sarcasm there.
last month when I showed you, I'd already done the October stitching. Well, I've already done the November stitching on this one because it's pulled out on my husband's birthday each month, which is the 5th because it is for him. So this is the marble ring from, I should know, starts with an M. She's a Russian designer. Mandarinx Designs. So that's kind of the whole design, and then I actually did this last night. So I was stitching this top section here, which is a bit of Iron Man and a bit of Doctor Strange's cloak. And there's a random white thread there. So
Doctor Strange is cool.
this is stitched in the Call for DMCs. There's a lot of blends. And it's stitched on good old white Aida, 14 count. It's not my favourite project, but it will get done. Oh,
You'll finish eventually.
one of my last patterns I'm still using paper and highlighter for as well. So, it's, you know, it's got all the things wrong going for it. It's a very nice pattern. I'm sure if I picked a different fabric,
Again, it just astounds me sometimes how much tastes change and what you prefer to do.
now I can't remember, I haven't stitched on this yet this month, and I can't remember if I'd stitched on it before, so I'm just going to show you anyway. This is Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm kind of still working up in the words. I'm not keeping up with this sale. This sale is now finished, but I like it for the subject matter. I don't necessarily like it for the people. I don't like people.
She doesn't like stitching people. Or
Yeah.
maybe you don't like people.
So this is stitched again in Called for DMC in a toile, and it's on a piece of Ice Pick Murder, which was a Sassy Pouch exclusive that we dyed, or I dyed, for the Rocky Horror Pouch.
It's very cool fabric.
Very cool fabric. Do like that one. I do like that fabric. I like that project, except for the people. You can't really do a Rocky Horror project
I was
without
going to
people.
say, Rocky Horror is pretty much people.
So this project only had its second outing for the year, but it did get all its stitches, so it's met its Wood Go goal for the year. So this
That's
is
very bright
Hello,
and colourful
Summer.
too.
This is on a piece of, what are they called?
Fabric flare.
Fabric Flare. That's it. It's Retro Swirl or Art Deco Green. Art Deco Green is what's written on the bottom of it. I call it a Retro Swirl Green. So that's where we're at, and all the work has been done on this side. So I finished off the clothes on the line and the grass along the bottom, and then I've done most of this stitching down in here as well.
Cool.
So I really like this one. It is 32 count. It's called for DMC. It's came out of the Cross Stitcher magazine, the summer 2020. 20 or 19?
One of them. I think it would have been 19.
Probably 19 because it's been going for a while.
Mm.
So that's had its 3,000 stitches for the year. So that's it for the year. It won't come out again.
It's done for.
It's done.
Done its dash.
Now to my next favourite. This is Eliza Johnson. So Carolyn has finished hers. I'm still going. Again, I'm behind. Not missing 6 days is just terrible for me. So I didn't get my October stitching finished, but November is just really the words and a few tiny little motifs at the bottom. So I'm sure I'll be able to catch up. So this is where this is now.
Oh, well done.
I really like this.
Yes,
Funny
it's
little
very
flower.
cool. I like the diamond up
Yes,
here. I
I did
enjoyed
like
stitching that,
the diamond.
and that little flower is
Yeah.
a very cool little motif. It's really different.
Yeah. So that's Eliza. It's stitched on 40 count in Eliza linen. It was dyed by me. It's now available on the Fancy Fabric website. So it was exclusive to a Stitch in Time for a year while the sale was active, but it's now readily available elsewhere. Now, history.
History.
So this was my project that brought me back to cross stitching.
I haven't seen this for a while.
This came out because it had its birthday in November. I couldn't tell you, in October. I couldn't tell you exactly when its birthday was. It was just, this was the project that got me back into cross stitching. So this is Owl, Mum and Baby by Anya Kai, and it's a Heaven and Earth design.
Look at those colours.
It got just over 500 stitches on it for its birthday. It stitches up fairly quick because it's quite blocky in colours. There's not a whole lot of confetti. So yeah, it got just over 500 stitches.
Very good.
It's very bright and colourful, but it is on 18 count Aida, and it is with 2 threads. So it's not much.
Which for a Heaven and Earth design, if you don't know, full coverage just gets rather bulky.
It's very bulky,
18
and
count.
I can't. 18 count really isn't my preferred place to be. And then it's still attached to its Lowry frame. It just kind of came. Just got picked up.
Whole kit and caboodle with this one.
Yeah, it just came. Got taken off the Lowry, got the sheet wrapped around it, and just came. I'm not taking it off the frame, so you just get where we're currently at. This is Rubber Ducky Dragon.
Oh, look at him.
So you
He's
can
got 2 eyes
see
now.
his eyes are coming through. I'm just about to finish off this next diagonal, which will be done this month, and then we'll be back up the top again.
He is gorgeous.
Really like how this one's coming along. It is super, because of the nature of the stitching, 1 stitch at a time on diagonal in a row, so you're forever changing needles and colour. So it's a time consuming one, but I really like this one. I find it very cathartic to stitch. So, and of course I'm doing it for Carolyn, and this is what he will look like
He's
when
so
he's done. So he's so cute. I really like the vibrant yellow, but you would be surprised he's got a lot of orange in him too. But yeah, so I really like him, and that's just on 25 count Lugana. I think we set in Ecru, and it was probably only Ecru because that's all Carolyn had at the time.
Possibly.
So that is all of my whips.
Goodness.
I know. It wasn't that many this month.
Well done you.
December's going to be terrible, so don't watch in January. I'll have over 25.
Well, I have a couple more still. So I had started, I think I had a very small start on Entwined Hearts from the Scarlet House, Crinkle,
Yes.
last time on this one. So the model is on 40 count Aztec Red from Weeks Dye Works in silk, but Tanya also gave the conversion to Classic Colourworks Overdye Cotton and DMC. So I found some Aztec Red Weeks Dye Works fabric, but this is, it was marked a 30 count, and I actually emailed Lorraine at Weeks Dye Works, and it's a 28 count, but once it's dyed it comes up as a 30 count. And I've ordered some more because it's quite popular, and I think it looks fabulous.
It does. I really like it, and I'm not a red fan, but I still like it.
It looks really good. And I'm using Classic Colourworks, so the Overdye cottons, so 2 strands on there, and the coverage is pretty darn good, if I must say so myself. And I'm discovering that I quite like band type things, so doing a row of letters and then a decorative area, because it's
mindless.
Yes.
Once you get
follow the first couple, and then you can
don't
just
have
stitch.
to refer to the pattern anymore.
Yeah.
You just have to know when to stop.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. Stitches up fairly quickly, really. Yeah. pretty happy with that.
Not my thing, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's just really different. Like I would never usually have chosen to stitch on red fabric, but there you go. I think it looks good. Happy
It's
with
like
that.
a gingham too, isn't it?
It is a gingham, so that's without the stitching on it, so you
Very
can just
faint
see.
Oh, that's
There you
better.
go.
There. Sorry
So
about
if
the
you
lighting
do
here.
it that, and I just think that looks great.
It's like a pool table light if anybody plays pool.
Yes, it's very bright. Makes you look like death. And then the other whip I had is Harry's Stocking by Shepherd's Bush. I'm doing this for my great nephew. I had hoped to have had this finished, but I also have had a few days where I haven't been stitching. So we might need a bit of a... There we go. So he's got a train engine.
Very cute.
And he is just glorious.
I do like that.
Yeah. He's a nice simple one, but it's just amazing how much stitching's actually in there.
Well, that's over 2 threads on an 18 count, so they're very big stitches, but
They are, but
very
he's
effective.
gorgeous. So I'm hoping to have him done, I don't know, in a couple of days. We'll see how we go with that. Wrong way. And then I'll have to do another one for my great niece. And then I found out she's pregnant again. And I'm gonna have to do
a third one. Fun.
That's okay. Plus, the new Shepherd's Bush stocking should be out very soon. I
Yeah.
haven't seen anything yet. So
I'm hoping
it'll be a male this year because last year was Martha.
Okay.
So,
Hopefully Cooper will want me to stitch one of them for him, but at the moment he's more into animal circles. So that was your whips?
That's all the whips that I had.
Did you have any finishes?
I did have a finish. So if you remember last time, I was just short of finishing Caroline Page, and I got her done. So there she is.
Nice. Oh,
Oh,
what is that?
that's rolled up into something else. So that's her all completely done. So she's done on 37 count Russian Tea Cake by Legacy Linen and using a Ferrosoir Dalget 2926.
Nice.
Stranded silk.
Very nice.
She is beautiful. So she's ready for the framer tomorrow. I can go back in there.
Yes, I'm yet to visit the framer. I need to go and see him.
So that was my only finish, I believe. I don't think I had... So this is what I'm looking at is my current book of days. So that was my October into November, which is looking very sad because I haven't even put any stickers or anything in it. It's pretty basic. The new book of days is out though, so we'll talk about that in a minute. That's all finishes.
I didn't have any, well, except for my small for the retreat, I didn't have any finishes. I
Okay.
very rarely have finishes.
There you go. So what are we doing now? Haul?
You can do haul.
Did you have any?
One piece of haul. Would you like me to do that?
Go for it.
Other than random DMCs and spools of
You don't
silk,
really
which
need
are
to
pretty
see
boring because they're just plain. I did get the Crafty Leanie Fabric of the Month for October.
Wow.
So this is it. It's called Hello Leanie.
That's a very cool name.
It is. I really like this one. Not decided yet what I'm going to put on it, but it's very me. It's very bright. It's very colourful. So I'm sure I'll find something. I do need to look at maybe starting the new fairy or something. So
Okay.
because I've only got like 10 other projects I want to start. So why not add
Only
another
10?
one?
I don't think I've got enough paper to write a list of the ones that I want to start.
I think I've got 10 planned.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
many, many more that I want to start.
Yeah.
But I think there's about 10 that's planned. So
Okay. So my haul, what did I got? So this came in the post, and I wondered what on earth I had ordered, but I didn't order at all. So this was sent to me by Kathy Ray from Needle in a Haystack, and this is laser engraved with my name on it, for the Eliza Martha Linfoot
Stitch Along.
Stitch Along.
Have you started that one yet?
No. So my shop is included with Traditional Stitches in Canada, Needle in a Haystack in Arizona, California, anyway, wherever
One
she
of those.
is, can't remember. And the big one, The Attic Needleworks, as well as Hands Across the Sea website, had the exclusive design for Eliza Martha Linfoot, which has started, and that was part of the Jane Fittis Stitch Along group that's morphed into there.
Okay.
My fabric wasn't behaving itself.
No?
No.
You didn't like it?
Oh no, I like it. It's the same. It's actually the same fabric as Real Comfort. It is that fabric. I don't know what I was doing. It's actually this piece of fabric.
Okay.
When I got it out to stitch it, it just would not behave itself on the frame. I just couldn't. I don't know. Anyway, so no, I haven't started Eliza Martha Linfoot yet.
Okay.
Will happen.
Coming.
And it'll happen.
To come.
Yeah. There's no rush.
No.
What am I doing? Haul. How did I get onto? Oh, that's right, because I got the coffee cup. Maybe I need to have some more coffee or something. Anyways, what else did I get? Oh, I got a pretty fabulous project bag, which is over here.
Oh, I didn't bring mine.
I did.
I did get a project bag too.
This is so cool. So this is from Teaser Handmaids from Taryn. I love the colours in that. Just gorgeous. So I got that. I got a beautiful sticker book, which I forgot to bring with me. So again, it'll have to just be a picture because I completely forgot. But the Bibliophilia Antiquarian sticker book, and they are so pretty. They are just beautiful. The book's about that big.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So lots.
It's huge, whacking big thing. So I got that from Amazon.
Nice.
Enabled by Brenda and Laura, that you don't watch, but very enabling.
I have watched
ladies.
them randomly. They're just not somebody I watch.
So I'm going, well, that's where I'll go back to the
Book of
new
Day.
Book of Days. So I got that book to use in the new Book of Days. So that is the cover, the gorgeous cover.
It's not enough pages in the Book of Days for me.
Not for you,
I do
but
like
for me
them.
there is.
They're very nice, but there's just not enough space.
Yeah. As far as the shop goes, I've sold out again. I've ordered some more.
They are very popular.
They are very popular. I got a chart. The picture, it's a dreadful, dreadful picture, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it very well. But this was from the Cool Gobelin, because I can't get GGR charts myself, but so I got the letter K.
Nice.
Yeah. There's lots and lots of different
Are they K things or are they just motifs?
I haven't really had a proper good look at it yet, because I couldn't see it properly online.
Well, they're not K things, they're just motifs.
Not particularly.
Lots of Ks, but they're not
Yeah.
K things.
I actually really like the J
Oh,
one.
look, there's the Spies of Canaan.
So the Spies of Canaan are actually
They're
on
in
Eliza Johnson.
That's the only reason
And
I
they
know
looked
about
really
them.
weird. They look like soldiers to me.
They do.
But that, if you're wanting to know, are the Spies of Canaan. They're big grapes. I don't know why that's in there. Anyway.
They know how much you enjoyed stitching
I
Eliza
know.
Johnson.
So that was enablement from Kathy Taz Purdon. Thank you, Kathy. And Nikki Noodle. You're all to blame.
Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. So I'm going to do that in a monochrome colour. Again, a pink.
Could use that purple you've got.
Oh, I could. Indeed.
Although pink is your favourite colour.
Yes, but it needs to be a really dusky pink. So, anyway, so that was
You
that.
could do both.
bit.
You could do the purple and a pink. Do the K's in a different colour.
I could. I don't know if I'm that clever.
Well, just the K's.
And then this morning I picked up from the post office more needle minders because I need more
You
needle
never
minders.
can never have enough needle
No.
minders.
Absolutely not. So these are from Mind the Needle Co. on Etsy. And there's this little timber one, which is you can also use as like a little thread drop.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that one.
I
I've been
like that
eyeing
one.
this one off for ages.
I don't think I've checked that shop out. I might have to go and have
It's
a look.
great. So that's her card, Mind the Needle Co. And the second one I got when I saw this on Instagram, I was like, oh dear, I need to go get one of those. So you can spin the wheel.
I just don't get
And
frog.
just don't get the frog. Down the bottom. So 2 new needle biters.
Very cool.
Yes, and also from Number 12 Stitch Co. because I'm just seem to be a little bit addicted to Nicola's fabric too. Can't help myself. So Number 12 Stitch Co. got a cute little postcard Merry Christmas needle minder. That's where you get these from. And I got myself some 36 count hand dyed antique lace, which is a bit hard to kind of tell. It's kind of
Maybe
more
fold it in
green.
half.
Yeah,
Just trying to get the light
the
off
right
it.
colour is not kind
Yeah,
of showing
Can be
up, but
hard.
it's kind of got a greeny tone to it.
It's very nice.
Yeah, but that will be really good. That's antique lace in 36 and spice in 36 is that one. And I have been told this is very similar to Picture This Plus Legacy,
Okay.
the colour Legacy, very similar. So that's good to know. It's quite gold.
It is quite gold.
No plans, just
Just stash.
stash, you know, because I can. And I think that's all of my personal haul.
Okay. Well, I had a lot. I did have a project bag that I didn't bring because I
Oh, there you
forgot.
go. That's okay.
It, because I was involved in the whole retreat cancellation thing that I'm trying to forget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have managed to reschedule.
Yes.
That's all of our stitching, by the way.
Yes, that's it. If you don't want to know anything else, that's the end of the stitching.
Thanks for staying. If you want to know a little bit more, stay on just a little bit longer. So yes, we have rescheduled another date for the retreat, which is in January.
Yes.
We've had quite a few pull out because of the new date, which is understandable.
Well, this close to the
Solutions.
Australia Day
Yeah.
long weekend, so it didn't surprise me that we had a few pull out.
Hmm.
So we will be opening up towards the end of this month some more places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But we're just trying to confirm the last couple of people, whether they are coming or not coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we know, we'll be able to reopen.
Yes, because we will need a minimum number to be able to make that work.
Yes.
Being that it's in Launceston, that involves a little bit of travel and organisation for us. So yeah, January 20.
Oh, let me look on my phone because I
Two?
don't know January off the top
That's
of my
far
head.
too far away.
Yes.
Any local ladies who would like to come along, if you're available, that would be great.
The 22nd and 23rd of January.
Or if you're holidaying and you're
And it will be,
okay.
like we said before, in Launceston,
Mm.
which is the north of the state.
And it's more of just a gather and stitch retreat than anything else.
Yes.
Um,
we will have, we do a smalls exchange,
Yep.
which you don't have to
Yeah.
participate in. It's
Some
only if you
don't,
want
but-
to.
Yep.
And then we generally take our shops up, but really it is just
Just very basic. Trade
basic-
tables, not
yes,
extravagant
No.
at all.
nothing fancy, just a group of women getting together to stitch.
Yeah, and that's really what it's about.
Mhm. Next news.
Next.
So the next news that involves both of us would be the Sassy Pouch. So as some of you may know, Carolyn and I were involved in the setting up of the Sassy Pouch,
Sassy Devils.
Sassy Devils, and then the Sassy Pouch. About a year ago, Carolyn stepped back from the Sassy Pouch so that she could focus on her own shop, which was fair enough. I have now made the decision to step down after this pouch and leave the Sassy Devils in the wonderful hands of Joy and Juanita. So as far as we know, they will be continuing on with the Sassy Pouch, but just know that moving forward, both myself and Carolyn will no longer be involved in that business.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
And we have enjoyed it. My normal everyday work has now just become way too much for me, and I've just had to choose places to cut back. So
Life just takes over
it
sometimes.
does.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we'll keep doing what we're doing, but we won't be doing that one anymore.
No. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
news from your shop then?
From my shop, not a lot. I just went up to the Deloraine Craft Fair, which was interesting. There wasn't as many
It's the
people
first
there.
one?
Yeah, first time for me going as an exhibitor. There wasn't as many people there as normal, purely because it ended up being a 100% Tasmanian event due to border restrictions, etc., etc. So thanks COVID. Still, I met quite a few wonderful stitchy people up there, including, is it Rachel from
Rachel.
Fuzzy Fox
Mhm.
Designs? So
She's local here in Tasmania.
yes.
She's a designer on Etsy.
And quite a few other lovely stitching people. So would I do it again? Don't know, to think about it.
Yeah.
But it was a fun weekend. Got to meet
Oh, that's
some
good.
interesting people.
Mhm.
However, because of that, and because of Carolyn and her Mother Eliza Linfoot Sal, I have a lot of experimental dye fabric.
The Johnson fabric.
No.
Oh no,
Eliza
the other one.
Martha
Yes,
Linfoot fabric.
that's right. You were
So
doing that one.
I
too.
have a
Yeah.
lot of experimental dye fabric for that project and for other colours I'm trying to create. Way too many to put up on the website. So I am considering starting next week on a Tuesday, putting up 4 to 6 pieces of fabric on the page for sale. They'll be there for
On what page?
on my Fancy Fabric page,
Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Mhm.
Yes. Sorry. And
So if you don't already follow Fancy Fabrics on Facebook, it might be an idea to jump on and give it a like
Yeah,
so
give
that
it
you
a
get
like.
notifications.
so I don't know how long I'll do this for. It may only be for a month, it may be for 2 months.
Mhm.
But if you keep your eye out and you see a piece that you like, make sure you click on it because they are experimental, so there is only one of each piece.
That can't be recreated.
Some of them may be able to, but most of them can't because I didn't keep the recipes. I just threw them away.
So Melissa's very good at creating a fabric to match a design. This is just one. I didn't bring it with me, but this is Asylum.
Oh, I love Asylum.
Got a little bit more green than the picture, but that one.
It's not quite as bright as the picture either. Not
Well, it
quite as
depends
bright.
on which fabric that you're looking
Oh,
at.
the
but
green.
on Belfast,
The green's not as. Is it that bright?
Kind of is.
Okay.
On Newcastle and Belfast it is, but not on the Even Weave. So that one was created for Disturbed Women by Lucy Beam, Ward B. I haven't got it here. I should have brought that with me, but that is just some fabulous chart. So
It's a word
yeah.
one I would possibly consider stitching. Yeah, it's
I think it's fabulous. It's really funny. But that was just one of them that she's created for that. So that's the style that Melissa likes to do
Yeah.
colour and
I'm more a
bright
colour,
and-
bright, a bit more like crafty, leany, bright colours.
Yeah.
I do try to do boring, samplery type colours for
It's
Carolyn.
called neutral.
I'm not really successful at those, but I do give it a go. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
Eliza and Elizabeth are pretty popular.
Yeah.
Browns are not my jam. I'm really not good at brown.
do you?
I try,
I know.
but just not good at brown.
No. We'll just stick with
I
colour
might
for
get
you.
better. I
Just
might
stick
get
with
better at brown.
That's
You
fine.
never know.
Yeah.
Well, chocolate's very nice.
Yeah. I like real chocolate too. Oh dear.
Any shop news for you?
Oh,
'Cause
look,
this
there's
is getting a
always
bit long.
shop new. Oh, it is, isn't it? All right, I'll chop. Kind of shop news. I mean, I've got the majority of expo orders in. I'm just still waiting on Stacey Nash. Hasn't arrived yet. And one of the Needlework Press charts M&A. Still waiting for that one. Otherwise, everything else has come through.
Even Fox and Rabbit.
Oh no, Fox and Rabbit fabric, no. They have had some pretty big issues, so I reckon it's going to be a few weeks yet before I see that. I think they may have received their fabric. I don't know
haven't
whether
heard.
they've got their fabric
Haven't heard,
yet.
but yeah, they've been let
not
down by their
yet.
fabric supplier.
Yeah, so I have still got your orders here, and once I know it's on the way, then I'll start invoicing and getting all that sorted. But some of the the most probably popular chart that I had was the Moonlight Sampler from the Blue Flower. Absolutely gorgeous. So many things in there. The animals, I've had somebody actually buy that to create a verse sampler for.
Oh, cute.
So that would be like they're going to change the verse in there. But there are just so many things in there. So they are the really pretty colours. And again, I'm going to work that on the Filbert. I think that's a really good kind of colour match for
Yes.
that design and the colours that are in the back. So that's mine. I stole that one.
The joys of having a shop.
I think so. Well, speaking of the joys and the privileges of being a shop owner, so Pat Carson's favourite needles.
Oh no, don't tell anyone.
I have to. They're gone. Unfortunately, Pat Carson, well, not unfortunately for her, but she is retiring and her favourite tapestry needles are no longer being made. So when I went on to order them about 3 weeks ago, the size 28s were already gone from the supplier, so I've taken them off my website. I had one packet left and I stole those, so sorry, not sorry, I'm keeping them. But they weren't available for me to order anymore. So size 28's no longer. I do still have a small quantity of size 24 and 26 and I can still order them while the supplier has them, but they are not being made anymore.
Very sad.
So I'm going to try, I might get a couple of the Peacemaker and Mary Arden needles.
Heard of
and
Mary Arden?
get a couple of people to try them and just get some feedback before I start stocking them in the shop.
I know I used to use Peacemakers about 20 years ago.
Yeah, but they're still around, so I will get them and just see what we think as to whether
Give
that
them a
would be
go.
like a replacement. Yeah. We've had a couple of beautiful Hands Across the Sea new releases. Sorry, it's in the plastic still, but that is Ruth Gibb. And I thought that she might actually look quite nice on one of these, maybe antique lace.
Maybe. Gonna do it in red.
Yes. I've discovered I love red samplers. And she's just so cute. She's really little.
She is very dinky.
Yeah. So there's
Which
that
is-
one.
She is actually dinky. Sometimes some of the hats look small, but they're not.
That one is.
Yes, I know. That's what I meant.
And then there's been the ever popular reprint of Honeysuckle Manor by Blackbird Designs. This, I cannot keep up with orders for this book, but I absolutely love the main sampler. Hannah Lavina Jocelyn was what Barb Adam renamed her. The honeysuckle border will go really well with my Sarah Spencer.
It will.
So So I pulled the cord for over-dye cotton colours, and I wasn't really happy with them. Obviously, dye lots have changed quite a lot. So I pulled the DMC colours, and they, even though they're in the bags, absolutely gorgeous.
They're pretty.
Really, really nice. So that's on my radar to do. Other than that, shop news, I don't know. Lots of things happening.
Very busy.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up, so good idea if you are wanting orders posted to get them before Christmas. Australia Post have released their cut-off dates. I think it's the 13th of December. I would say the week before that.
Yeah, just in case.
Absolutely. Gift vouchers are available, of course, on the website. And I will send a newsletter out and put a post up soon on Christmas trading hours, because I will be closing the shop a couple of days earlier because I'm getting old.
Plus, it's your birthday.
That's what I mean. I'm getting old.
Can't work on your birthday.
Grace
Well, don't look at my hair either. It looks terrible.
So at this stage, shop will be closing on the 22nd of December, the day before my birthday. That will be the last trading day, and I'm just haven't quite decided when to reopen, but I'll announce that soon.
No worries.
I don't think there's anything else other than that.
No, I think that's everything.
That's long enough. Goodness.
That's almost an hour. We
Sorry.
talk a lot.
We do. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. We'll see you again next month.
First weekend in
December.
Oh, goodness.
I know, it's almost December.
Happy stitching.
Bye.
Bye.